People with bad siblings. What's your story?
Growing up, I had a sister who was the epitome of evil. Her name was Jenna, and from a young age, she took pleasure in tormenting me. One of her earliest pranks was putting a dead mouse in my school bag. I was 12 at the time, and I still remember the horror I felt when I reached into my bag during class and pulled out the lifeless rodent. The whole class burst into laughter while I stood there, humiliated. Jenna, of course, called it a prank, brushing off any repercussions. My parents didn't scold her, they never did. To them, Jenna could do no wrong. As we grew older, her cruelty only intensified. She had no friends and proudly claimed she said what everyone else thought. One of her most sadistic stunts occurred when I was in college. I had invited some friends over, including a girl I had a crush on. Jenna, always lurking, decided to hide a camera in the bathroom and snapped photos of me in various stages of undress. The day my friends came over, she decorated my room with those pictures. We walked into my room, and the laughter turned to silence. My crush was there, along with a few other girls. They were all in shock. I wanted to die. Then, from the corner of the room, I heard her loud, maniacal laughter. Jenna was there, basking in my humiliation. That evening, we had an argument that escalated quickly. She screamed, "Fuck you," as loud as she could. When our mom intervened, she took Jenna's side. I was punished for hitting a girl even though I hadn't laid a finger on her. My punishment? I had to pay for my own new phone after Jenna had tossed mine into the toilet. I didn't say anything at the time. Instead, I ran to my room, collapsed on my bed, and wished for an escape. A week later, I moved out, finding solace in living with friends. I ran a hair salon, and life started to seem normal, even happy. Years passed before I returned home. What I found was a house of horrors. Jenna was now a drug addict, dragging my parents down with her. The house was filthy, a reflection of the chaos within. I stayed for a while, trying to understand how things had gotten so bad. Jenna, at just 20 years old, had a body count of 35. She had become a monster, doing all sorts of bad things with our parents' blind support. The last straw was when my parents overdosed on drugs. The inheritance was supposed to be split 50-50, but with the inheritance tax, there wasn't much left. Jenna quickly blew through her share and came crawling to me for money. I refused, knowing any money would be squandered on drugs. Instead, I called 911, reporting her erratic behavior and drug use. I never saw Jenna again after that. Some might say I abandoned her, but after everything she put me through, I had to save myself. My parents' refusal to see Jenna for what she truly was had ruined them, and I refused to let her do the same to me. This is my story, a tale of a brother's nightmare, of a life overshadowed by a sister's cruelty and a family's descent into madness. Running my hair salon is my sanctuary now, a place where I can find some peace and maybe, just maybe, forget the hell I once called home.